I've lived in East London for most of my life, born and raised, so grew to love Newham. But both my parents are from Ukraine, so I was lucky enough to visit it quite often when I was young, familiarise myself with the culture. I also went to Ukrainian school for a decent chunk of my life on Saturdays, so like I picked up the language better, grammar, reading, writing, so I'm quite in touch with my Ukrainian side too. I went to the Cumberland school from year 7 to 11, so that's the whole duration of secondary school there. And the teachers really pushed me to apply to private schools, and that was a whole process. And as much as it required hard work from myself, the people I was surrounded by made it 10 times easier and just made me want it more as well, seeing how proud my teachers were, seeing how proud my parents were. I think that's what kind of gave me the drive to come here and do things, and because I didn't even consider boarding as an option. I just didn't think that was kind of for me. But then we had a visit from Mr. Dixon to talk about more the academic side, and then we had a couple of Zoom calls, I believe, with more of the staff. And then I started to know more and more and kind of read up myself. But of course, I mean, Mount Kelly has an incredible reputation in the swimming world, which I'm not really a part of. So Mount Kelly is known for that, and I kind of got to know it for the academic and the boarding side, but through Cumberland kind of advertising the whole scholarship thing. So my first impressions of Mount Kelly were just like the views, the campus, the kind of the grounds and everything. It was very impressive, and that's to say the least. Like coming from a school that was on Main Road in Plaistow, cars whizzing by, like you can't hear a single car coming past. But yeah, the change of scenery was, I think, what initially shocked me the most. And then I was very lucky to come here in June for a couple of days, just before I kind of settled in September. And I got to meet a lot of the staff, and we had some mock lessons to kind of try out what we wanted to start within September. And I just saw from the beginning how committed and passionate the staff were. A few things that I'm quite proud of, but the first thing that did come to mind is receiving head of house and representing Marwood House and the group of girls that we live with. And like, I love the girls in my house. Like, we all get on really well. I really like kind of the energy and the vibe that we have there as well. It may sound silly, but honestly, when you live with people, you kind of pick that up. Quite early on into my leadership role, we won house singing. And that wasn't because we have many talented people in the house, but that wasn't purely because we could sing. It was the commitment, the organisation, the drive, just purely the house spirit. And I was like, the academics at Mount Kelly are incredible. I knew I was coming here for academics, and I knew that's what my kind of goal here was. But especially because I came into an A-level year, so I had fewer teachers, it was more kind of focused, so many resources, everything was, I really liked how personally my lessons were structured, how my teachers prepared for those, how we interacted. So like, it's always a level of respect towards the pupil and the teacher, which I really respect and appreciate at Mount Kelly. And I mean, I really enjoyed it. I did do hard subjects, maths being one of them, but my teachers, they worked overtime, resources, always up on Teams. Past school time, definitely. A branch that a lot of people might not really think of is the UCAS help, and that's one thing that I think was so crucial in all of our journeys, because even if you didn't want to go on to university, knowing what else you could do, which was included in those lessons and those kind of sessions, it helped. And the winter ball, that's always amazing. Smaller events like the barn dance, the Halloween party, I think that really brings the year group together, especially the sixth form as their sixth form events. And I think a lot of us made some good friendships, dancing on the dance floor. I know we all remember the waffles last winter ball, that was definitely a highlight. But it's just really fun, like, especially as a boarder, you get ready in the house with your friends, you kind of plan around what time are we going to meet, and then we get to the ball and we have a lot of fun. Kelly does events very well, and even our leavers kind of day, the brunch and then the afternoon tea, I really enjoyed that, and I thought it was really special because it was kind of like the last official time we were all year 13s, and we were welcomed into the OMK world, and I've definitely benefited from Mount Kelly. I'm very lucky to have come across an opportunity like this, purely because the people that are on bursaries, or the people from my old school that applied to these private schools and who got in, they were just given that platform, and so was I. And those people are some of the brightest people and most talented people I know. So knowing that we had that step up, that platform to either perfect our craft, whether it be a mathematician or a swimmer or a dancer, whatever it may be, wherever people ended up, but especially at Mount Kelly, just knowing that people wanted us to be here and people want more people to do this kind of thing is also really reassuring, and it's another driving factor of why we want to do so well, and personally why I want to do so well. There's so many good things I can say, but one of the things that I think I'll treasure and carry forever are the people that I met and the relationships that I've built and the connections, and it's a community, and I think I really value Mount Kelly having that kind of sense of community, because not as much as schools may want to have that, Mount Kelly has perfected that, in my opinion. I think say yes to as much as you can, even if it may not be your cup of tea. Sign up for things. If there's something being told, there's an event or a debate club or things like that, do it. I had a lot of fun, and because I didn't say no and I said yes, I made memories and all of that, and you can't leave with regrets. So say yes, do the things that you might not want to do and you're maybe fear in a way, or the things you love, and if you love something, go do it here. There are so many people that are going to help you with it and push you to do it, so simply just say yes. But it's also, we hope that we will make you proud, knowing that you've put money aside and put time aside or worked extra hard to kind of provide for this next generation of doctors, lawyers, musicians, athletes, or whatever we may want to do. Knowing that some of us would never have had this platform, and rewarding for us knowing that there's someone that we may never meet, but we know that they've kind of wanted us to be here, and they've believed in us, and they've believed in Mount Kelly as a school, knowing that they'll push out amazing young people into the big wide world. So thank you, and know that we'll repay you in a way. I'm hoping to study international relations with economics, or just economics, at university. I've always had kind of business, economics kind of perspective on the world, and that's what's kind of interested me for a long time. But coming to Mount Kelly and jumping into an economics A-level and doing quite well and enjoying it as well, I knew that this is what I want to do, and a lot of it interests me, so I think wherever I end up, I'll be happy. But I want to do good. I want to help someone or something progress.